getting out in space. They do a phenomenal job.
2nd and 10. Empty set. Walk downfield. And that is Hilton again. Something about this place brings out the best in him. 38-yard reception.
For 55, Bernard McKinney. In cover 2, he's got to get down the middle. That's a matchup. T.Y. Hilton against a 6'4", 260-pound middle linebacker. And Bernard McKinney, there's no way he can run the out. And how about that?
Ebron shifts over. Matt with blockers in front. And another touchdown for the Colts. 2 for 2 on these nearly flawless drives for Indianapolis.
Watch this left side. They just full zone it, mauling them off the line, saying we've heard all about J.J. Watt and Clowney and this defensive line. We're going to run the football against a stout defense. And Matt, with great patience, allow those guys.
Here's Mack again, and look at the running room for Marlon Mack as he's finally pushed out by Justin Reed.
Pulling around. See Ryan Kelly as lead blocker, the center. They cut on these guys, and Mack
I'm screaming.
Nearly intercepted that time by Jonathan Joseph. Very incredible.
I'm about to shoot.
First and goal. Ebron! What a year for him! Eric Ebron! Touchdown, Colts!
We just run a little quick flat route, but Ebron is able to get there because the Texans are in a man-to-man. The guy that deserves credit is T.Y. Hilton because he sets a pick route and makes Matthew run the hump.
The way he runs.
Colts were number 2 offense converting that. Love drives the ball right to the stick to make to T.Y. Hilton. And just as we said, that unique matchup of 3rd and 10 plus, that was a 3rd and 12. And you see the difference between these two teams.
Well, Andrews just got so much confidence in going to T.Y. Hilton. He runs right light route, he sells that corner, he comes back.
Do either of these two teams have an advantage in that scenario?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think from a preparation standpoint, when you've played a team twice, now a 3rd time, you go into the film room with your staff and your coach and your quarterback, and you just kind of say, okay, we know what we have to do. We clearly, both of them have had success moving the football, scoring 29 points a game. Both scored 58 points. I mean, really. So this 3rd one's going to be a good contest, but it's really going to come down to the offensive line play. The Texans' offensive line, or lack thereof. I mean, it feels like that's been a problem for like the last 2 decades. That's a whole other show.
You were sacked a lot.
We can talk about that one, but with the Colts, they finally have one for Andrew Luck, right? You got a running game. Now he's protected. He looks healthy. I think that's going to be the biggest difference in what they're doing. I mean, because that travels. You go out and play in Houston, you don't have to worry about crowd noise if you just hand the ball off. You run behind Quentin Nelson, it doesn't matter what the snap count's on. So I think that's the biggest thing when you look at this game. If I was the Colts, that's what I'd focus on. Try to make that the difference maker.
Nelson is nasty. Right? It's fun to watch him play. I love the fact that like there's a guard out there that people actually know the name of because he's playing at a level that you kind of have to.
Luck on 1st down. Throws end zone looking for a man. He's got it. Touchdown. Zach Pascal.
Watson throws right side of the end zone for the touchdown.
Luck, 5-step drop. Has all day to throw. Caught by Eric Ebron. And then he rolls across the goal line. Touchdown.
Watson looking for Herm Watson to the goal line. Dives in. Touchdown, Houston.
Deep downfield looking for T.Y. Hilton. 1st and goal, Colts.
What a game.
All right, in the AFC, it's the Colts and the Texans, two teams that know each other very well, two very good quarterbacks as well, which begs the question, who would you rather have, Andrew Luck or Deshaun Watson?
You know, I'm going to go with the guy who's got the mural right behind my shoulder here, Andrew Luck. You know, first 5 years in the league, man, he's getting the Colts in the playoffs every year. This guy's got a lot of experience driving the bus for this team. You know, I know the Colts have had some good parts over the years, but this is a very Andrew Luck-centric team. I think he belongs in the MVP conversation. I think he's going to win comeback player of the year. And he is a good athlete. He can escape pressure. Maybe not as good an athlete as Deshaun Watson, but I'm trusting Andrew Luck in this one. He's had a lot of success in Houston.
Well, yeah, no, he's had a ton of success in Houston, but I'll say this. Deshaun Watson is the guy that I think is the better quarterback in this situation because everything goes around him in Houston. If he runs the ball with the run plays. That opens up the running game with Lamar Miller, Alfred Blue, Foreman, all those guys. then you get to throw the ball to DeAndre Hopkins, who has 115 receptions with 0 drops. Because this man's able to run. That means you have to keep your eyes on the quarterback all the time, open up holes in the back end. He went about that line, but he can have a great offense. Yeah, but he can run though, and that's what makes him. Andrew Luck runs to throw the ball. This guy runs to run the ball. He's like a running back.
I always like a guy like Russell Wilson who's looking ready to throw at any time, right?
Third time they'll see each other. What can we expect in this one, LT?
Well, I'll tell you, the last time I thought Andrew Luck played well against the Texans, and I thought he got everything he wanted against it. And, when I look at this matchup, I think it's going to be much of the same because Houston defense hasn't played very well late. And you see Andrew Luck in this offense is playing at a high level right now. And so if I'm just looking at the matchup, I favor Indianapolis right now. On the other side of the ball, you got Deshaun Watson who's going to do his thing, but I just don't think they're going to be able to run the football. Houston, I don't think they're going to be able to run the football against the Colts. They're going to have to air it out and try to score, go back and forth, try to make it a high-scoring game because I don't think Houston's going to be able to stop Andrew Luck.
And vice versa. You think Indy's going to be able to stop Houston?
They did last time.
I think I like
did a better job. They didn't really stop.
They don't have the name. They don't have the J.J. Watt. They don't have the David Clowney. But I like the way Indy's defense is playing better than Houston. The game, they went to Houston, won in overtime. The game was a 3-point game, I think, early in the year against Indy. I like Indy also because I like Andrew Luck. You're not going to get Blake Bortles. You're not getting Cody Kessler, Houston. You're getting Andrew Luck, who's going to win comeback player of the year, and he just threw 39 touchdowns after not playing the previous year. Indy's going to be a dangerous team.
Can we talk about the situation with Tennessee and this quarterback? Because they have a problem. Mariota stays hurt. Every year.
It's his style of play, though. It's going to lead him to get.
He ain't doing all that to get done. No.
He's running the ball, Ty.
Everybody run the ball. They got to get hit sooner or later.
No. Not like
in this league that we pacify quarterbacks, but he's dangerous. So where do you go from there? I mean, like, what do you do? What do you do? Because there's not a lot of quarterbacks amongst the league that are really good that can make it happen.
I think you got to hope he continues to develop. So you bring him back, and you just hope he.
But is he the guy? To me, he hasn't shown yet he could take you over the
right. Yeah.
Well, he did win a playoff game last year. He went to Kansas City, and they were down 21-3, and he came back and won that. I think when they were down 21-3, and he came back.
One game.
I'm just
year 4. You can think of one game.
I can think of a lot of quarterbacks that's never won a playoff game.
They just paid a guy in Minnesota $84 million. He didn't get them any further.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
We're going to get to that.
Yeah, we're going to get to that.
Oh, okay.
Here's a reverse, and it's Pascal. And with a good block in front, it'll be another first down for the Colts.
On the perimeter, he shows it and then gets speed by Pascal with lead blockers. Those linemen getting out in space. They do it
Second and 10, empty set. Walk downfield. And that is Hilton again. Something about this place brings out the best in him. 38-yard reception.
For 55 for Bernard McKinney. In cover 2, he's got to get down the middle. That's a matchup. T.Y. Hilton against a 6'4", 260-pound middle linebacker. And Bernard McKinney, there's no way he can run with him. And how about that?
Ebron shifts over.
I guess.
Mack with blockers in front. And another touchdown for the Colts. 2 for 2 on these nearly flawless drives for Indianapolis.
Watch this left side. They just full zone it, mauling them off the line, saying we've heard all about J.J. Watt and Clowney and this defensive line. We're going to run the football against a stout defense. And Mack, with great patience, allow those guys to go.
Here's Mack again, and look at the running room for Marlon Mack as he's finally pushed out by Justin Reed.
Pulling around. See Ryan Kelly as lead blocker, center. They cut on these guys, and Mack has the speed.
Nearly intercepted that time by Jonathan Joseph. Very interesting. For T.Y. Incredible. First and goal. Ebron What a year for him. Eric Ebron, touchdown Colts.
Okay, so this time I need to get John Wall and Chase.
Just run a little quick flat route, but Ebron is able to get there because the Texans are in a man-to-man. The guy that deserves credit is T.Y. Hilton because he sets a pick route and makes Matthew run the hump.
Colts were number 2 offense converting now. Luck drives the ball right to the stick to make to T.Y. Hilton. And just as we said, that unique matchup of 3rd and 10 plus, that was a 3rd and 12. And you see the difference between these two teams.
Well, Andrew's just got so much confidence in going to T.Y. Hilton. He runs a little bite route, he sells that corner, he comes back.
Do either of these two teams have an advantage in that scenario?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think from a preparation standpoint, when you've played a team twice, now a third time, you go into the film room with your staff and your coach and your quarterback, and you just kind of say, okay, we know what we have to do. We clearly, both of them have had success moving the football, scoring 29 points a game. Both scored 58 points. I mean, really. So this third one's going to be a good contest, but it's really going to come down to the offensive line play. The Texans' offensive line, or lack thereof, and it feels like that's been the problem for like the last 2 decades. That's a whole other show.
You were sacked a lot.
We can talk about that one. But with the Colts, they finally have one for Andrew Luck, right? You got a running game. Now he's protected. He looks healthy. I think that's going to be the biggest difference in what they're doing. I mean, because that travels. You go down to play in Houston, you don't have to worry about crowd noise if you just hand the ball off. You run behind Quentin Nelson, it doesn't matter what the snap count's on. So I think that's the biggest thing with this game. If I was the Colts, that's what I'd focus on. Try to make that the difference.
Nelson is nasty.
I love that guy.
Right? It's fun to watch him play. I love the fact that like there's a guard out there that people actually know the name of because he's playing at a level that you kind of have to.
Luck on first down. Throws end zone looking for a man. He's got it. Touchdown. Zach Pascal. Watson throws right side of the end zone for the touchdown. Luck, 5-step drop. Has all day to throw. Caught by Eric Ebron. And then rolls across the goal line. Touchdown. Watson looking for room. Watson to the goal line. Dives in. Touchdown, Houston. Deep downfield looking for T.Y. Hilton. First and goal, Colts. What a game.
All right, in the AFC, it's the Colts and the Texans, two teams that know each other very well, two very good quarterbacks as well, which begs the question, who would you rather have, Andrew Luck or Deshaun Watson?
You know, I'm going to go with the guy that's got the mural right behind my shoulder here, Andrew Luck. You know, first 5 years in the league, man, he's in the Colts in the playoffs every year. This guy's got a lot of experience driving the bus for this team. You know, I know the Colts have had some good parts over the years, but this is a very Andrew Luck-centric team. I think he belongs in the MVP conversation. I think he's going to win comeback player of the year. And he is a good athlete. He can escape pressure. Maybe not as good an athlete as Deshaun Watson, but I'm trusting Andrew Luck in this one. He's had a lot of success in Houston.
Well, yeah, no, he's had a ton of success in Houston, but I'll say this. Deshaun Watson is a guy that I think is the better quarterback in this situation because everything goes around him in Houston. If he runs the ball with design run plays. That opens up the running game with Lamar Miller, Alfred Blue, Foreman, all those guys. Then you get to throw the ball to DeAndre Hopkins, who has 115 receptions with 0 drops because this man's able to run. That means you have to keep your eyes on the quarterback all the time, open up holes in the back end.
You worry about that line?
But he can have a great offense. Yeah, but he can. But maybe one of the best. And that's what makes him look. Andrew Luck runs to throw the ball. This guy runs to run the ball. He's like a running back.
I don't know if that's better if you're running. I always like a guy like Russell Wilson who's looking ready to throw at any time, right?
Third time they'll see each other. What can we expect in this one, LT?
Well, the last time I thought Andrew Luck played well against the Texans, and I thought he got everything he wanted against him. And, you know, when I look at this matchup, I think it's going to be much of the same because Houston defense hasn't played very well of late. And you see Andrew Luck in this offense is playing at a high level right now. And so if I'm just looking at the matchup, you know, I favor Indianapolis right now. On the other side of the ball, you got Deshaun Watson who's going to do his thing, but I just don't think they're going to be able to run the football. Houston, I don't think they're going to be able to run the football against the Colts. They're going to have to air it out and try to score, go back and forth, try to make it a high-scoring game because I don't think Houston is going to be able to stop Andrew Luck.
And vice versa to me. You think Indy's going to be able to stop Houston?
They did last.
I think I like
did a better job. They didn't really stop.
They don't have the names. They don't have the J.J. Watt. They don't have the Clowney. But I like the way Indy's defense is playing better than Houston. The game, they went to Houston, won in overtime. The game was a 3-1 game, I think, early in the year against Indy. I like Indy also because I like Andrew Luck. You're not going to get Blake Bortles. You're not getting Cody Kessler, Houston. You're getting Andrew Luck, who's going to win comeback player of the year, and he just threw 39 touchdowns after not playing the previous year.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Can we talk about the situation with Tennessee in this quarterback now? Because they have a problem.
Hello, everybody.
Ernie
Johnson here.
Jack's
here.
This is the style of play, though. It's going to lead him to get hurt.
He ain't doing all that to get... No.
He's running the ball, Ty.
Everybody run the ball. They got to get hit sooner or later.
No, not like that.
In this league that we pacify our quarterbacks, but he's always hurt. So where do you go from there? I mean, like, what do you do? What do you do? Because there's not a lot of quarterbacks amongst the league that are really good that can make it happen.
I think you got to hope he continues to develop. So you bring him back, and you just hope he...
I'm on my phone.
But is he the guy? To me, he hasn't shown yet he could take you over the hump.
Right, he has.
Well, he did win a playoff game last year. He went to Kansas City, and they were down 21-3. And he came back and won that game. I think they were down 21-3. And
you can think of one game. I'm just year 4, and you can think of one game.
I can think of a lot of quarterbacks that's never won a playoff game.
They just paid a guy in Minnesota $84 million. We didn't get them any.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
We're gonna get to that.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
Oh, okay.
You doing right?
Here's a reverse, and it's Pascal. And with a good block in front, it'll be another first down for the Colts. On the perimeter, he shows it and then gets speed by Pascal with lead blockers. Those linemen getting out in space. They do a phenomenal job.
2nd and 10, empty set. Walk downfield. And that is Hilton again.
I'm about to try to get the microphone.
Something about this place brings out the best in him. 38-yard reception.
For 55 for Najee McKinney. In cover 2, he's got to get down the middle. That's a matchup. T.Y. Hilton against a 6'4", 260-pound middle linebacker. And for Najee McKinney, there's no way he can run with it. And how about that?
Ebron shifts over. Matt with blockers in front. And another touchdown for the Colts. 2 for 2 on these nearly flawless drives for Indianapolis.
Watch this left side. They just full zone it, mauling them off the line, saying we've heard all about J.J. Watt and Clowney and this defensive line. We're going to run the football against a stout defense, and Mac, with great patience, allow those guys to go.
Here's Mack again, and look at the running room for Marlon Mack as he's finally pushed out by Justin Reed.
Pulling around. See Ryan Kelly's lead blocker, center. They cut on these guys, and Mack has the speed.
I said it yesterday or earlier.
Nearly intercepted that time by Jonathan Joseph. Very interesting. Incredible. What a year for him. Eric Ebron, touchdown.
We just run a little quick flat route, but Ebron is able to get there because the Texans are in a man-to-man. The guy that deserves credit is T.Y. Hilton because he sets a pick route and makes Matthew run the hump.
Offense converting that. Luck drives the ball right to the stick to make to T.Y. Hilton. And just as we said, that unique matchup of 3rd and 10 plus, that was a 3rd and 12, and you see the difference between these two teams.
Well, Andrew's just got so much confidence in going to T.Y. Hilton. He runs a little bike route, he sells that corner, he comes back.
Do either of these two teams have an advantage in that scenario?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think from a preparation standpoint, when you've played a team twice, now a third time, you go into the film room with your staff and your coach and your quarterback, and you just kind of say, okay, we know what we have to do. We clearly, both of them have had success moving the football, scoring 29 points a game. Both scored 58 points. I mean, really. So this third one's going to be a good contest, but it's really going to come down to the offensive line play. The Texans' offensive line, or lack thereof, I mean, it feels like that's been a problem for like the last 2 decades. That's a whole other show.
You were sacked a lot.
We can talk about that one. But with the Colts, they finally have one for Andrew Luck, right? You got a running game. Now he's protected. He looks healthy.